I got the.
FNX-45, first shot. And first mill. Safety on, mag out, clear. Now you tell me, did I limp wrist that? It's possible. Safety on. Let's try it again.
I love it.
Another one.
Now, what is that? 22.
Shooting blazer.
Nah, that's either a 30, it's either a 44. I mean, that's loud.
Yeah, it's a 357 Magnum revolver shooting next.
357 Magnum.
Let's try it again.
Sir.
First mag, 2 malfunctions.
Yes, sir. That's a gun there. He's ever shot one. Yeah, that's a gun.
And it's clear.
Max, you're much better now.
Let me turn it around and show you. It's going to be a little bumpy. We're about 8-9 yards. So there it is, not bad. It's got the SRO. I'm not sure if it's going to come across on camera. It's better, but
I'm not gonna break into any of your
again, top left.
This is gonna make a lot of noise.
Another one. So what do you guys think? Does it look to you like I'm bursting it? Top rack, everything should be fine.
Right down the center.
What do you think?
It's the bullseye.
Well, I'm okay with it once it rolls.
That'll make a man
I didn't
out
see
of
where
you.
the second one went.
I don't either. I don't know if I even hit it. So if that,
All right,
that'll
let's
make
keep
a
going.
man out of you. That'll make a man out of you.
Hello everybody, I'm D Polo here. Thank you for joining me. Forgive my voice, I'm still under the weather and this thing just won't go away, but we'll get through it and do my best. Today we're going to take a look at a pistol that has been in my bucket list for quite some time. It's been one of those guns that I wanted to get my hands on, and I saw it from time to time at the store, and I just for one reason or another didn't buy it. But it's been on my list for quite some time. And then recently I saw Gear Runner post his that he had just gotten one, and I said, okay, that's it. I have to go find one. And I did. The FNX-45 Tactical. Just an absolutely fantastic pistol, bred for battle. FN, as you know, or if you don't know, it's a company that has tremendous history building military weapons. A very large defense contractor, not only in the United States, but around the world. And they produce things that are made for war. And that is the bottom line. And as I walk you through this is in 45 ACP. And what is absolutely amazing, and by the way, every gun that I'm going to show you has been safety checked. What is absolutely amazing is 45 ACP, you got 15 plus 1. Focus catch up. Got 15 plus 1 of 45 ACP. They used to come with 3 mags, but I guess they're getting a little stingy or reducing cost. But now they come with 2. But still, 2 15 round of 45 ACP, 15 plus 1. Just tremendous firepower. The other thing about it is for its size, it's very, very light. And not including the Trijicon SRO that you've got on top here. And this, by the way, is a 5.0 MOA SRO. This is my first experience with a SRO. And I have mixed feelings about that, but this is not about the SRO. I wanted to show you size-wise, just a quick size comparison. This is a full-size 1911. This is a Kimber 1911. And this is a 9mm. But if you know the size of a full-size 1911, it'll give you a good idea on just how big this pistol is. So looking at it like that, it's very similar in size to a 1911. And this, by the way, sidebar, it's one of my favorite 1911s. This is a 9mm, and it's got the Heine sights on it. Let me see if I can focus on it, with the gold beads on it. It is just, these were fitted at Heine, and absolutely love these sights. Anyway, the other comparison we're going to make here is with a Glock 17. Very, very similar in size to a Glock 17. Again, this is a 9mm, but just to give you a size comparison. Let's see if I can get this to work and line up. So it's almost, without the threaded barrel, it's an almost identical size as a Glock 17. And I featured this one recently with a Dynamic Weapon Solutions work on it and the Holosun. And that would be an interesting comparison. I'm just jumping all over the place between the SRO and the Holosun 509T. Have you tried those? What do you think? Which one would you choose between those two red dots? I'd love to know that and why. Back to the FN. What makes it awesome for me is the amount of things that come with it. It's absolutely ready for whatever you may want to do. It comes in a really, really big cardboard box. And with my setup here, I'm probably not going to be able to show it to you. But it comes in a big cardboard box, and inside of the box comes this really big travel case. It's a range bag. And inside of this range bag, you're going to have, the pistol comes right here. In here, you've got everything you need to mount your red dot. You got the plates. You also have the back straps, so you can change the back straps, small, medium, large. 2 mags. Like I said, they used to come with 3 mags, but now they come with 2 mags. And here the pistol goes up here, and on the top part, you can't see it right now, but it comes, that's where your owner's manual. And it tells you that this one was packed by number 4397, whatever that means. But they give you a really nice range bag, so you can use it. And it's the size of a small briefcase. So putting that aside, bringing the pistol back in, I'm going to tell you what I liked about it, what I didn't like about it. What I really liked about it is it fits very, very well in my hand. I have medium-sized hands, as I said many times, and that's how much room. I've got very, very good space here. There's plenty of space for my support hand to come in here and have real estate to hold with, to help hold the recoil down. The texture on the grip is very good. It's aggressive, but not to the point that it's going to rub the skin off your hand. It's got lines in the front. Focus catch up. It's got not vertical, just horizontal, but it works. A lot of times I put vertical lines here, and when the pistol does this, the vertical lines do nothing, but the horizontal do help in holding the pistol in place. In the back, you do have the full check ring. It's got a little bit of a beaver tail. It's not as big as I thought they would make it. For a pistol this size and in 45 ACP. The other thing that it has is got a very large trigger guard. So for you guys with very big hands, or if you're going to use gloves, remember this was made for the military. So they took all that into account, that a lot of times they're going to have gloves on. The other nice thing about it is it's got a large pick rail up here, and so you got a 4-slot rail, so you can hang anything you want to any size light that you wish. The other thing is that it's a fully ambi gun. So for you lefties, now you can rejoice on this because you got a full-size 45 ACP that is fully ambi. Both controls, you got the safety, also the decocker. So it's a single action, double action, I failed to say that. And it's got safety, so if you want to, you can carry it. You can carry it cocked and locked like a 1911. The focus catch up. And then it fires. Or if it's cocked, you can decock it. So everything's right here. You've got your takedown lever. You've got your slide stop, slide release. Again, like I said, fully ambi. Going back to the top, one thing that I loved about it is that comes with suppressor height night sights. And the night sights are by Trijicon. Gives you a very nice picture. I'm not sure if the focus is going to catch up that close. Yeah, there we go. So it's a full co-witness. It's actually in the lower third with this SRO. And trust me when I say that the dot is not that big and it's much clearer. It just, as you know, cameras don't like red dots. But it's a very large window, and I'm liking this SRO. So far, it's not my favorite red dot, but I'm liking it. The mounting system for the plate with the plates that are included is fantastic. It sits very low. It's very easy to install, and you get everything right in your bag. You don't have to order plates. You don't have to wait for them. You don't have to wait for them to tell you, oh, they're going to be here in 2 months, and 2 months later, nothing happens. So there you go. Depending on the state you live in, like I said, the mag capacity is 10 or 15 rounds. Fortunately, I live in a free state, and I get 15 rounds. 2 mags with 15 rounds. The barrel is coal hammer forged stainless steel barrel, and it's 5.3 inches in length. The overall length of the gun is an 8.6 inch handgun. So it's a big guy, but it's not that heavy. It's 33.3 ounces unloaded. So it's nice. It's not as heavy as a 1911. It's not as light as a Glock, like the Glock 17 I just showed you. But it's a happy medium between the two. And fully loaded with 15 plus 1 of 45 ACP, you're still coming in lighter than a 1911. So it's something that is very nice. I really like this. Now, what I didn't like about it, and then I'm going to jump around a little bit, but I'll come back to other things that I liked about it, is the positioning of the safety. If you're looking at a 1911, let me bring back the Kimber, and all of them have been safety checked, by the way. When you engage your safety, it's very ergonomic when you go down, and either you use it as a support point, or it doesn't get in your way. It's in the right place. When we go back to the FN, where this is placed, engage the safety, my thumb doesn't have where to go. And it's not wide enough to use it as a ledge. It just, the way, and it's just my personal problem. Your experience may be different and may be perfect for you. But for me, this is where my thumb hits. And if I want to put it here, it puts my thumb in an awkward position. It's not comfortable. And there's not enough room if I want to put it down here. Again, now when it's engaged, that's what I was talking about. When I disengage it, now I really don't have where to go. It's, for me, it's very uncomfortable. The other thing about this is the positioning of the slide lock. It's very thin, it's very flush to the frame, as you can see, and it's got the guard here, and all that is fine and dandy. But with if I'm trying to engage it, it's very difficult. That way engaged because I had the mag in. But if I want to engage it here, there's no way I can reach it with my medium-sized hand. Number one, I can't reach it. And the reason I can't reach it is because the safety is in the way. There's no way I can get to it without having to break my grip completely and engage it, and then engage is fine. So, and again, this is a me problem. It may not be a you problem. But with my hands, this is very difficult for me to actuate. So I'm not crazy about the setup here. I think they could have moved this a little bit higher, or look at more at a 1911 and see how that works. The mag release works perfect. It really does. It just, this big mags, it just spits them out. Even upside down, you can see it just kicks it out. So you're not going to have any problems whatsoever with the ejection. The other thing I didn't like so far is when you go to the trigger, double action like I said, it's going to be pulling at a good 8 pounds. It's a smooth take up, and then you think you're at the wall and you think if you press a little bit more it's going to break, but it doesn't. You got to keep pressing more, keep stacking. It just gets heavier and heavier. Keep going, and almost at the back it breaks. The reset, you're right there. So it's not too short, not too long, and then you think you're at the wall, you keep going, and then it breaks. So it is a very good, I don't want to say tactical trigger because that word means not much. It's a trigger that is meant for battle. It's a fighting trigger. It's not a bullseye trigger. But I just wish that once you get to the wall, your next step, it would break. And it doesn't. It keeps going, then it goes. So if you're going to practice a lot with this, you'll be fine. It breaks, and then it goes. If you're going to practice with this, you'll be fine. You'll get used to the trigger, and it's just a question of training and practice. It's perfectly fine for what it was meant to be. It's not something that I'm used to yet, and I was expecting something different, I guess. Expectations, right? They're not always where they should be. The other thing is it doesn't come with O-rings for the thread protector here, and it kept walking on me. So I ordered online a couple of some O-rings that they were being advertised as being specifically made for this, and they were made to withstand the temperatures of the barrels, and they were not going to disintegrate, and yada yada yada. I put one, and the thing started walking on me again. Fortunately, it came with the order that I placed comes with 3 of them, and I just noticed that. I don't know how that happened. It came with 3 O-rings, so I ended up putting 2 of them, and with 2, it stayed pretty put. Letting you see again. You don't see much of a magwell in here, so it's just a flat bottom. Letting you see the back. The MSRP on this thing comes in around $1,300, $1,350, something like that. I bought it for $1,100, and so I did well, and that's without the SRO. The SRO, of course, was extra. The one thing that I can tell you right now is shooting experience was mixed. And some of it was a bit disappointed, and let me tell you why. It shoots fantastic as far as handling the 45 ACP round. It's one of the softest shooting 45 ACP pistols that I've ever fired. And once I got the, excuse me, like I said, I'm not feeling very well. Once I got the used to the SRO, it was just almost putting hole into hole. It was just very, very good. The problem with it is that it hasn't been very reliable. And let me put some pictures up on the screen right now of the malfunctions that I had. And I couldn't get through a mag without one or two and sometimes three malfunctions in one mag. So I'm trying to find out if this has a break-in period, because it did it with both mags, two of the mags that comes in. I only put 100 rounds through the pistol, and but I reached out to Gear Runner, and he told me that his has been perfectly fine right out of the box. No problems whatsoever. So next week I'm going to take it back to the range and try to put some more rounds through it and see if anything changes. And if nothing's changed, then I'm going to call FN and see what they have to say about it, because I wasn't using remanufactured ammo or anything like that. I was just using plain Blazer brass for 45 ACP. So I shouldn't have had any problems with it. And that part was a little bit disappointing. What else can I tell you? Well, I guess that's all for today. I'm going to hold giving you more impressions on this until I take it back to the range and do a follow-up video on this. I love the size of it. I love the feel. The grip angle is very similar to the 1911, which makes it very comfortable. Very similar grip angles, as you can see here. And all it comes with everything. Just take it out, set it up for yourself and for your likes and dislikes, and off you go. Yeah, we'll see how the trigger gets, if it gets better, if it gets softer, if that stacking that happens past the wall gets better. And I'll do a follow-up with you. But I would like to know what you think. Do you have any experience with 45 ACP on this FNX-45? Did you have any problems with a breaking period? Or when you watched the shooting video, was I limp wristing it? It's very possible. If you see on the video and you think I'm limp wristing it, you're not going to hurt my feelings. I'm a big boy. Let me know what you think that I was doing, if it was on me, or if it's definitely something the gun is going on with the pistol itself. But anyway, there it is. First view of the FNX-45 Tactical. Please let me know your comments below. It does help the channel a lot. YouTube tells me that about 92% of my subscribers are not, of my viewers are not subscribed to the channel. So if you'd like to help me out there, YouTube right now, it's all about interaction. And both the subscribe and the like or dislike button, whatever you choose, is interaction. That helps the algorithm. Please remember that I upload videos every Friday morning, and when I can, Wednesday mornings as well. I'm very active on Instagram, and there you can see what's coming down the pipeline for the channel way before it hits YouTube. So if you'd like to give me a follow over there, I would appreciate it as well. So that's it for today. Thank you for stopping by, and until the next time, God bless.